How would you describe being a woman in one word?
Difficult.
Tiring. Overwhelming.
Why?
Society standards and the way women are perceived in media and in general. There's a stigma around being a woman and characterised that you have to be a mum, you have to be pretty, you have to be thin, you can't have your hair short, you can't dress in all black, you have to dress girly or chavvy, whatever, and it's there's just too many pressures.
Because there's a lot for women to do daily. There's a lot of pressure put on women daily, and it's just overall very exhausting and tiring to have that kind of dual burden.
Well, there's so many responsibilities of a woman. People want to see strong, independent women. They want to see housewife. They want to see the perfect body, perfect like sex beast, whatever. You know, there's so many different expectations of a woman.
Do you feel represented in media?
I think there is some there, but there isn't enough, especially for queer women. A lot of shows with queer characters in general, and lesbians in particular, get cancelled. And lesbians are normally used in like horror movies and stuff, and not in actual shows. So they should be in there more and represented more through the media.
How do you feel women are represented in media?
A lot of them are presented as like this slaggy kind of woman. Like they normally are the character who's like used as like the whore of the town or something, and then like not just someone who can be independent or someone who can't be a whore and they're just happy with who they are, where they're at, but they're normally just not presented that way and they're presented as weak.
I feel like women are quite represented in media to be like the caregivers, the homemakers and people like that. Like they don't really have their own, like, you're not really seeing people talk about women's professions or like other things outside of being a mother and being a wife and all of that. That's more of the like big news around women.
I would say sometimes, because films such as like the MCU, big franchise, started off with men. We had one woman in the main six, Natasha Romanoff, and she was basically the eye candy of the group. She went around, there's a couple of things she did, like everyone was shipping with every man under the sun, but then she was developed a lot as a character. And like the new MCU films, the Marvels, it's got three main women. Captain Marvel by Brie Larson, then you've got Photon, Professor Marvel, there's not really a name given to her, and then we've got Miss Marvel as well. So you've got these three women, and before it even come out, it'd been review bombed by men, because they didn't want to see women having their own film by themselves, you know.
Now, if you have one, who's your female icon?
I look up to my mum a lot. My mum's been through quite a few hardships and suffered quite a lot of sexist abuse, just for who she is and her job and everything. But within the media, I look up to Boy Genius a lot. So that's three women, but they're very strong queer women who have paved a big way in the media world.
I think like a major like female icon, like growing up at least, was Taylor Swift, because she kind of just like does what she wants, in the sense of like she'll talk how she wants about certain topics and she'll act and dress how she wants about, like in her concerts or just out and about. So she's always kind of set that like stereotype that women can do what they want without a man telling them what to do.
I would say probably Chloe Bennett. She's in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and herself, she's not a massive woman advocate, like she's not really in the media anymore. But when she was on the show, she was the first main woman Asian superhero. So it was a massive thing and she got a lot of hate for it. Lots of people either liked the character or hated the character because of her womanness, you know. So yeah, I'd say Chloe Bennett.